Let's do this.
All right.
How's it going, man?
It's going.
Good. What's up, everybody? My name is Sprout.
I'm Jeremy,
Nuclear Playground Podcast.
as always. I want to talk to you about YouTube. Actually, you had something to talk to me about, like what is that? The COPPA? What is that crap, anyways?
No, well, we talked about it a few days ago, and I just had a lot of questions because like the whole thing, how it started. Like, YouTube was like brazenly telling like toy companies, like, we're the number one source of kids entertainment. You should advertise with us, and it turned into a whole thing because they were using children for their analytics and for ad revenue and things like that, and that's a violation of the Child Online Privacy Protection Act or something like that. So now there's this huge regulation going on, and I guess if your content is for kids, you're not able to monetize it, from what I understand. So what I'm wondering is, how are these people making money?
Right, because there's a lot of channels that are like aimed at kids.
Yeah.
And there's some channels that were started by kids and they're adults now, So.
Yeah. Or like a lot of channels that are started by adults who were just doing it for kids.
Right.
And now
I know
their revenue's gone.
My kids watch, what is that? Cookie Swirl C.
Yeah.
It says grown ass woman that plays with like toys and like makes food and things like that. It's like kids. It's all for kids, right? She's been around forever, and I'm just wondering, like, she has a whole brand and like all that crap. And also, there's this other kid that my kids used to watch, the Diamond Minecart, and I think he was a kid when he started, and it was all on Minecraft, just doing.
I think there was like a kid, like a year or two, maybe even 3-4 years ago, where he was like 7-8 years old. He made a killing doing like toy unboxings and shit like that,
like millions. He ain't gonna be making no money now because all of his shit's gone. He better save that money. You know what I mean?
Put that shit towards college.
That takes like I said, that takes opportunities away from people. Like the kids,
right?
Obviously, but not only that, like there's a lot of people who depend on that revenue,
right?
And that have been doing this for a really long time, or they're just gonna be completely out. And I think what's weird to me is like their guidelines for it. Like, just look at us, for example. I got Spider-Man and fucking The Empire Strikes Back, Iron Man, Mario Brothers. Like, I got all this stuff all over the walls. Kids love that shit.
But so do adults.
Exactly.
So where do you draw the line?
Right.
And like now they have this option for like adding age restriction.
Yeah.
Not just saying it's not for kids, but also saying like, oh, you have to be X years old to watch this video. How do you determine what age group is watching your shit? You know what I'm saying? Without actually looking at your analytics and checking out like the possible demographic that is your viewership or whatever.
Right.
Like how similar is it to like say Facebook, for example, where like for the longest time on my page I could see on my artist page exactly who is looking at my stuff because it's their profile. So like Facebook says like, okay, for a while back in like 2013 or 14, my target demographic according to Facebook was mostly women between the ages of 25 to 30 something. There were like a lot of men that were like in my age bracket that were still like following me, and like that was still like there's part of that demographic. But like a lot of it, because it's like a lot of like cutesy art and shit like that, it's geared towards Facebook says it's geared towards women, which isn't really the case, because like a lot of the times I'm doing like pinup art or like some kind of anime type shit. It just so happens like those are the people who are actively on my page.
Right. I wonder. I just kind of wonder what these people are gonna do. Look, if I was that Cookie Swirl C, man, would you just like stop playing with toys altogether? Hey, look, I ain't making money.
Like, it's time for me to grow up now.
Right. I gotta stop making toys. Or like the Diamond Minecart. Like, where does he go? Does he go to Twitch? I heard Twitch is going to do some
becoming a really viable option.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really easy to get to affiliate if you're consistent enough and you have a following. From what I understand, I haven't gotten quite there yet, but my stream schedule is just super sporadic. I'm on like once every blue moon.
Right.
I hope to fix that soon, but that's another topic. But I don't know too much about Twitch, but I do know that there are a lot of people making money that way too, like through like subscriptions and ad revenue and things like that.
Right.
So, I don't know.
Would you stop playing with toys if that was your shit on YouTube?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we had like early on our YouTube before like when we were doing our podcast on just SoundCloud and like iTunes.
Oh yeah.
We had our YouTube channel for a whole different purpose, and that was for like gaming.
You're right.
And you know, it's still up here on our channel, but how do we determine that's for adults or for kids or not? Because they're really popular games like Call of Duty and Destiny and shit like that. Right. So like, where do we draw the line? Like, do we? And we still haven't done it, and we're probably gonna be a while before we do it. But like, how do we determine? How are we gonna set those videos? You know what I mean?
Right.
Honestly, everybody else is asking the same question.
Right. And it's something that's permanent.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing. It's not like something you could like, oh, maybe I made a mistake with this video. Let me change it.
It's like YouTube switched to like an all carding policy at a liquor store.
Right.
Like,
I just, it's really kind of, it's tight on people's asses, especially for those people who use it for revenue, or you know what I mean, like that. But I also think about, like, is that going to deter people from even wanting to create because they have that idea that they can supplement YouTube money with that time that they take to create? Now I mean, it's going to be all up to like Patreon and all that extra shit, right? You know,
because I mean, visual artists especially, like everybody who's like drawing on YouTube and has been doing it for a while. Draw with Jazza, for example.
I feel like you could argue that point, though.
You could, but is it worth the time, money, and energy?
Possibly, because I mean, depending on how much revenue that is, I'd fucking fight tooth and nail. Now, say if there's something like you can't argue, like you're the dude who is jumping in tubs full of candy, or you know, that crazy shit. You know, J Station. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. We got to talk about that guy in a minute, too.
Yeah. Okay, so people like that, I mean, you can tell, obviously, it's geared towards kids or the kids that are playing pretend. You know what I mean?
Right.
I see that. My kids watch these kids play with their toys or play pretend. They play dress up, and they make their own little movies and shit. And it looks like they get more, if you look at the beginning of their channel, to where their channels have evolved to, you can tell that YouTube money has helped the quality of their shit. Now that that's going to be gone, like, they go back to the original shit.
So that goes back to the point I was trying to make a little while ago, like Draw with Jazza for example, right? Like, he's teaching people how to draw. Right. I guarantee kids are watching his videos. Right. Your kids are watching his videos.
Yeah, but I mean,
again. So like,
is he cussing?
No.
Okay, so
no,
like,
but
he's not.
Are his videos just for kids, or are his videos not for kids, or where is he drawing the line?
Right, it's for everybody.
No pun intended.
Right,
but or like, say for example, Game Grumps.
Right,
I guarantee kids are watching Game Grumps. Like, they're playing popular video games, but they're still cussing and swearing and doing all that shit. Yeah, same thing. I've never watched Jacksepticeye more than like a couple of uploads. You know what I mean? Like that. My son, however, like I'm in the other room playing PlayStation, and I hear in the other room I hear fuck, top of the morning. Like, it's just it's hard to say like what's gonna happen with this, because there's so much in between. Like,
right. Well, there's people who are obviously not that kids watch, like FPS Russia. That dude just got out of prison, by the way.
Crazy.
Yep. He went to prison for like attempted distribution or some shit like that. But you know, that guy uses a fake Russian accent. Like, all of his videos, he has a Russian accent. Yes, he's not Russian.
Huh.
Like, he's doing all these podcasts and shit, and he's like not Russian at all. The coolest video I saw on his channel where he had like a refrigerator like a football field away, and he was standing behind a tree, and he fucking fired a gun, and the thing blew up, and the door come fucking flying right past him. Like,
wow.
Just like the movies, man. Shit was crazy. But obviously, some kids watch that type of shit, depending on like Ronald. He watches a little bit of that, you know.
How old are your kids on Google? That's another thing.
Right.
Because you can set your birthday to whatever the fuck you want. So
right. Well, can you? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
like, you have to be a certain age to even get a Gmail account.
Right.
How many parents are setting up their kids' Gmail accounts?
Right. Not me.
I set up Jeremiah's, but I set it up as an adult because he's using services that are his own. Right. And I'm gonna learn. I'm trying to teach him how to be an adult. Check your fucking email. Make sure that your shit's still good. Like, make sure no one's hacked into your shit, like, or anything like that. Because you'll get email warnings about like certain accounts, PlayStation, Steam, whatever. And he's up on it. You know what I mean? Like, all of his accounts are tied to that email. Right. So and I helped him set all those up, and he's very responsible with them as a result of it. But Google thinks that he's an adult.
Well, there you go. So I mean, if Google thinks he's an adult, I don't think under the analytics they'll count him as an adult, whatever age.
I mean, unless he's watching some kid-heavy shit. Well, like, it really depends on how they look at it. You know
well, yeah. I mean, look at my YouTube and the Nuclear Playground YouTube. Like, my kids got onto there and started watching all kinds of crazy kid shit. Mm-hmm. I don't think YouTube is going to confuse us for children, but they may. Either that or they think we're on some weird shit, you know. I don't know, man. It's real sticky. I feel like they're gonna go after the people they're gonna make the money off of first. Mm-hmm. They're not gonna go after Tom, Dick, and Harry making, you know, like us. They're not gonna go after us first. They're gonna go after like PewDiePie. Oh, by the way, I saw a thing today that PewDiePie is taking a break from YouTube. Don't know why. Thought you would be just like, oh, that's
probably because of the COPPA thing. It's probably a cop out for saying I'm retiring.
The COPPA thing is kind of ridiculous, man. Like, because it's gonna fuck with a lot of shit. Maybe YouTube is just gonna fall out, and it's kind of like, I know it's not their intention, but it's kind of like what they have to do to keep them happy from all their fuck ups of letting like all this shit be made, and all that money being made. They should have just.
Well, it's not about letting the shit be made, because like we should be free to create whatever the fuck we want, as long as it's within. As long as it's not porn on YouTube, you know what I mean? Right. Like, other than that, like, what's the big fucking deal? You know what I mean? Like, you had PewDiePie wearing, what was it, like some Hitler outfit or some shit like that? And like, remember that whole controversy where like he was like making like anti-Semitic jokes and shit like that, and he had like that whole YouTube video or whatever. It's a long time ago, but the whole point is that people are making crazy shit all the time.
Right.
You should be free to create whatever you want, as long as you're not attacking people.
Well, okay.
Or making porn on YouTube. That's always been the rule. But the moderators on YouTube are kind of either really biased or they just don't really pay attention, in my opinion.
Yeah, honestly, I think, I don't know, like, if it's their they have an AI that helps with that. But either way, there's gonna be a lot of mistakes. There's gonna be a lot of people who are going to get in trouble who don't deserve it, because of what kids watch. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It doesn't make sense. I mean, like, kids watch, okay, Ronald, and then we'll go back to Ronald, but Ronald watches Limitless, the TV show, obviously not made for kids. He's 12. You know what I mean?
Right.
Are they going to, I mean, there's no ad revenue, I suppose, that they have to worry about because we all pay Netflix.
Right.
But still, you know what I mean? Like, it's kind of interesting how once money gets involved, they're all going to step in and be like, look.
Well, it happened with video games too, remember? Yeah. Like Mortal Kombat and Night Trap. And then like now suddenly there's like a government mandated like rating system. Because
Yeah, well, that's what I was
everybody's
getting
the
to
video
earlier.
games and they're not meant for kids, shit like that.
Because there's video games that are meant for kids. Like, specifically, there's a rating
Right.
for kids, and then there's a rating for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
That's two different fucking things. You know what I mean?
It's just weird because here's the thing, some parents are really chill. I'm really chill. Me and Jeremiah's favorite game, one of our favorite games that we've ever played together, Sleeping Dogs. You can punch bitches and put them in the trunk of your car in that game. We used to play that shit till it broke.
Grand Theft Auto. I let my kids play Grand Theft Auto. I let them play like whatever they want.
Yeah, same thing. Like me and my kid played GTA 5 when it first came out together. Like robbed all the stores online and got the trophy together.
Right. Criminals.
He's not a criminal. You know what I'm saying? And we don't.
But you are.
Huh?
But you are.
I am not. I had a guy in jail tell me I'm not.
But yeah, it's a little bit worrisome. I know I'm not worried for myself, but just like the whole landscape of YouTube is gonna change. And I'm worried. Okay, I'm worried about like the things that are gonna be made, because like I love that creative freedom. I love that people are making money,
mm-hmm.
And being able to do so. But there's a lot of new rules and shit that are coming out that are obviously going to hinder that.
Right.
And then, like, what creative possibilities are going to get dampened because of that? Oh my God, Sprout, your phone's on.
Your phone.
You know what's funny is I told the specific person that just called me that I'm doing a podcast.
And he's like, I'm gonna hit you up anyway.
I'm gonna hit you up anyway. But yeah, let me get back to what I was saying here and turn my phone off all the way. I don't think that YouTube is going to be what it was after this whole thing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's just, I don't see how it's going to. I just don't. I mean, if you look at YouTube, the landscape of YouTube 10, 15 years ago, or however long, was it like 10, 15 years now?
Like 2005 or so? Maybe sooner?
Yeah, so I don't remember. It's been so long.
I remember motherfuckers used to upload like whatever the fuck they wanted to
anything,
on YouTube.
Exactly. And people still do, but now there's so many rules.
Because Google bought it.
Yeah.
That changed everything.
I just wish there was another place that's exactly like YouTube, with the old rules of YouTube, where you could just do whatever the fuck you want.
Right?
Right? And not have to worry about all that extra shit. Maybe just keep kids off of it.
There's Daily Motion.
That's true. There's still Daily Motion. I barely fucks with Daily Motion. Maybe like,
you know how much actual TV I've watched on Daily Motion in the past?
Oh, probably a lot.
So much.
Like, what other video places? Was like Vimeo or whatever?
Yeah, Vimeo. What else is there?
Pornhub. Dude, I've watched an entire Into the Spider-Verse on Pornhub because somebody posted it there before.
I wonder if VO is still a thing.
I don't know. VIO?
VEOH or some shit like that.
I don't think that's a water or a car. But yeah, but I mean, maybe it's a good thing at the same time, because there is some trash. Let's get back to that
J Station,
dude. Like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna go put another log in this thing real quick, but please continue.
Yeah, I'll say so. This J Station, dude, makes terrible fucking content, man. It's like, obviously, it's like adult oriented, but it's got kid shit in it, like Kermit the Frog, obviously.
Ain't no more logs.
Nope.
It's sweater season.
Yeah. I forgot what I was saying.
Kermit the Frog. Oh, fucking, he has videos where like he has supposed. Let me sit back down. He has supposed gay potions.
Yeah.
And like one of his boys or like Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Will drink the gay potion or whatever.
That resurrect Michael Jackson.
Yeah, so stupid shit like that. And like one of YouTube's policies is like you can make whatever you want as long as you're not hurting people or attacking people. And if you look through his comments, in some of those videos, it's always like LOL shit like that. Like, I'm pretty certain his target audience is just like a bunch of homophobic people or something like that because I don't know of any people who have complained about him on the internet, and I always wonder like how are his videos still up?
Right.
Like how's nobody like had kids and seen them watching this shit?
I don't know, man. Like I've caught my kids watching. Matter of fact, they got grounded from it, especially because my youngest was fucking trying to stab a kid at daycare. You know what I mean? And I'm like, holy fuck, what the fuck? She grabbed a hold of a plastic Play-Doh knife and was chasing the kid, trying to stab him. Talking about 3 a.m.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I'm like, wait, what? That's some crazy shit. Sounds like my kids, but 3
a.m. Ah!
It makes sense, dude. It kind of reminds me of that conversation we had about the troll that would wake you up in the morning.
Oh, the goblin?
The goblin, yeah.
Just burst through the wall like, time is money, motherfucker! Ah!
Yeah. But yeah. That's what it reminded me of. My kids, though, I made them stop watching it. They was like, dude, what the fuck are you watching? This shit's crazy. Doesn't make any sense.
None.
There's a lot of what the fucks and like cussing.
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Guys, what the frick? I'm like, yeah, all right, dude. It's just like it gets on my nerves. Obviously, that dude makes tons of YouTube money.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, and that's gonna go away. So maybe that makes me kind of.
Is it?
Is it though?
Is it because is he saying his target audience is kids? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the confusing part because if kids are watching it, then it's made for kids. Apparently, if that's what YouTube's standard is.
True.
So, and kids don't watch our shit.
Hashtag shut down J Station.
Hashtag. I don't mean to throw anybody under the bus, but
I do. I just don't. I can't tolerate any form of creativity that's used to subtly attack people. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, it's not just that for me. It's obvious that he's exploiting children's interests with garbage content because literally there's no lessons to be learned in anything that he makes. And it all is just trash. It's like the same formula over and over. You do something at 3 a.m., evil shit happens, whatever it is. So he borrows all these different concepts. Like, what was that stupid pencil game kids were playing a couple years ago? Charlie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, things like that. Like anything that he could find that's like a current thing, he will turn it into a 3 a.m. challenge. And it's just that stupid. And he makes lots of money.
Ain't even doing shit at 3 a.m.
No, it's probably like 10 o'clock.
Probably like 3 p.m.
I don't know if he would go as far as darkening his windows. Maybe. He's like, fuck it. I'm going to make all this money. I'm going to paint my windows black. All the neighbors think he's dealing or selling meth or some shit. But yeah, I don't know, man. I don't get it. I mean, I do get it because it's like a lot of moving parts and cussing and, like off the wall concepts and shit. And anything that's like first person shot and done like for like horror,
right?
Will grab the attention of any little kid. You know what I mean? And some adults. You know what I mean? So if like I said, if YouTube does their analytics that way, like if children watch it, then he's gonna get shut down. There's no way around it. He makes too much money for them to not notice him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With that being said, I'm kind of curious on what the landscape looks like after they start, coming down on people. And
everybody's gonna be broke.
Yeah, people are gonna start bailing shit. You know what I mean?
Or making new channels where they're gonna have to fucking rebuild that following.
Yeah.
Because you have to have like 1,000 subscribers and like so much watch time now.
Yeah, like 1,000 hours or some shit.
Yeah. We ain't never getting that $7, man. It used to be so easy to monetize.
Maybe we should move to Pornhub.
How's that gonna work?
Well, the people watch us on Pornhub, we'll get the ad revenue from Pornhub.
And how are we gonna have people watching us on Pornhub with us just sitting here?
We'll put vaginas on our faces.
Hello, welcome
to the Vagina Podcast. And I'll be using my New York accent.
I was talking like.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that'll be perfect. Yeah, I could talk like Herbert the pervert, and you could talk like, I don't know, another perverted person. Just talk like yourself.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. But yeah, I don't know, dude.
I ain't got no answers for this, man. Like, YouTube says they have all the answers.
Well,
but I'm saying they don't got the answers, Sway.
Hopefully they figure it out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What I would like the most is for them to leave my favorite channels alone. Like Steve MRE 1988. You know that guy?
Was he
Steve 1988
is he getting shut down?
No, but I'm just saying.
Oh,
I like, because if kids watch his shit, I'm gonna be like, stop fucking watching that shit, kids.
You don't even know what an MRE is,
right? No, I love that show, man. I love watching this dude eat old ass fucking shit. Like, I seen this dude eat shit from World War II. Like, it's insane.
I've seen a couple of those.
Yeah, he just made one just recently.
He smokes old ass cigarettes.
Yeah, and they taste like raisins.
He's like, just give it a shot here.
Oh, your reenactment. Let's see this.
Oh, never mind. Well, we'll say it's like, oh, that's nice. Oh, you can really taste the flavor.
Yeah,
I prefer the older vintage cigarettes over the today's cigarettes. These are,
hints of dates and white grape or some shit.
You can really taste the coriander.
Yeah, the dude is raw. Like, he'll eat that shit and explain. But what I like about it is I get to see like what soldiers ate like way the fuck back, and it's changed.
Or even now with some channels.
Yeah. No, still him. Like, he does like fucking from way back in the day to like nowadays, and not only U.S. But like Spanish or like fucking African or Russian. My favorite ones are the Russian. Dude, the Russians, them motherfuckers eat good, dude. Like, you look at their MREs, their fucking meals, they are fucking eating good, man.
Remember those? Was it British or American World War II MREs that had like some broth, and it was like some bread or some crackers. It wasn't really much. It was just to keep people going.
Right.
And then it was like they had meth pills, basically.
Yep.
Remember that? And
yep.
then there was like cigarettes.
Yep.
And coffee. There's like one other thing. I think it was like a fucking loaf of some kind.
It was like a bee ration, I think it was, or something. All I know, it wasn't fucking very much. I know there was I think it's the French or the Italian MRE, or their meal comes with a little bottle of wine or something that you can have with your fuck. There's like 3 things of liquor that you can drink with your food.
Little Chardonnay.
Yeah, Chardonnay. I think that's one of them.
Nuts.
Yep. But yeah, they had like that in there, which is really fucking cool. Like, you think about it, they got it set up so you're eating like this really good pasta with this fucking meat side, and you got all your extra shit that's for the day, because these are 24-hour meal rations, right? And then they got little powders or mixes of liquor that you can just get drunk off of. Isn't that cool?
That's awesome.
I don't know about drunk. I mean, I can imagine a guy's like, dude, we're in the fucking trenches or wherever, we're in the military, and I'm running around like, I'll give you my cigarette for your little shot there. Or like, you want my entree, I'll take your shot. And next thing you know, you got like 30 shots, and you're getting fucking lit. Right? I mean, it's 3 a day. All you need to do is go to 10 different guys.
Right.
So, like, how hard is that? I mean, it would be like really easy to convince, I'm sure, because there's a lot of guys who would rather have food than that booze.
Right.
And then, like, some guys are all about the booze, you know. The candies, that's the other thing. They got fucking all these different kinds of candy. So it's cool to see what everybody else eats, but hands down, I think the Russians eat well, dude. They got these little tins, right? And they fucking put them on little heaters, and they fucking heat them up, and you open it up, and you can see like red grease floating around like chunks of beef. And I'm like, dude, that looks so good to me. I like canned meat.
You said red grease, though.
Red grease, like the seasoning. Like, you ever eat like pastor or fucking...
Oh, no, I haven't had... No,
barbacoa.
It's got pork in it. I don't eat that shit.
Yes, you do. Just not all the time. If we had a punch card that had 365 days, at least 3 or 4 of those would be punched out.
Because I'd have no choice, probably. Like the when we went camping that one time.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Well, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Sometimes you have to eat what you have to eat, but there's times where I've made some bomb ass food over here. You were starving. You're like, I guess I can make an exception.
Well, because it's not like it's like for a religious thing.
I know, it's
you know
just.
What I mean, I just don't agree with eating pigs. Like they're not the most pristine of animal to eat. Like they come with a whole lot of problems.
Yeah.
They eat other pigs. They eat other people. They could eat people if they wanted to. You let one out in the wild and it becomes a piece of shit that fucks up the terrain. It's what else? They don't sweat. They live in their own filth. They're just nasty creatures.
Yeah, but that's not that's by our choice that they live in their filth. We put them in far. Well, that's my other problem is like you see what chickens live in, bro.
Well, I mean, my main concern with pigs is that they're really salty creatures.
They are salty.
They come with like a lot of health problems.
So mad.
A lot of the parts of the pigs that us as black folks specifically that were forced to eat weren't even part of the pigs that other motherfuckers was eating. You know what I mean? And so I don't condone the eating of pigs for a lot of different reasons. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not something I should eat.
Hook me up with a motherfucking fried pork chop. I'll eat me some pig. I love bacon, but you know what? I'll eat a fucking cow. I'll eat an armadillo. I've eaten armadillo, and I don't got leprosy. Because like a lot of people are like, don't you get leprosy from armadillos? Yes, you can.
You can.
Yeah.
Your skin just starts falling off and shit.
I guess so, but I've eaten an armadillo. It wasn't no big deal. I've eaten a lot of different animals.
Your ear just fell off.
Oh shit! That happens from time to time. My AIDS is acting up. Everybody has AIDS.
AIDS.
I was gonna put that meme in our last podcast. But yeah. What were we talking about originally before we went down this eating porks thing?
Mostly YouTube. You ever seen?
The things that like my favorite YouTube channels and Steve MRE and like how he doesn't red meat and you don't eat. Okay, back to where we were. That dude shit is good. Okay, next shit.
You ever watch? Yeah, I'm trying to send you a couple of those videos from the Minute Hour.
Dude, that is the wildest shit ever.
Crazy.
That's a really nice stove.
It's a really nice grill. Really nice grill. It's a really nice grill.
Really nice grill.
Really nice.
Really nice grill.
Really nice grill.
I love that shit, dude. The first time I saw that, I was like, "What the fuck?" I was sitting next to Matt, and we were driving, and of course he was driving, I was riding, and smoking a doobie, and I'm watching this shit, dude, and I'm like, "Wait, what?" And like, cause I hear it, but I'm like, it was just weird, the way they conversated with each other, and then like I had to put the headphones in and start it over, and dude. Once he got to the part where he's like yelling at him about you're gonna fucking grill me and you have no choice or whatever.
And then he climbed in the motherfucker.
Yeah,
he's like, and if you don't put the fire out, then my soul will come back and haunt this grill.
Yeah. Then he was talking about you better clean out the grease tray.
Yo, that's what it was. Clean out the grease tray or my soul will come back. That's what it was.
And then the fucking grill is cruising down the street. Oh, he made him die for one. Like, him and the grill made his friend get into a car accident after he made him press the button. And then the dude's kid comes out like, Daddy,
what did you do to my dad?
And he's throwing up and shit. And then he's like, can't handle it, jumps in the car, takes off, and then gets killed because of his friend in the grill.
That shit was crazy as fuck.
The him driving, or you seen him dancing on the grill?
Yeah, he's like flossing on the grill and shit.
And then his friend shows up in spirit, like the cowboy from that video.
Yeah.
And he flicks him off. He's like, brilliant. That's all.
I like when he asks him to grill him. He's like,
Yeah.
"Would you grill me?" And he's like, I hate my family. I hate my life. But I love grilling.
He was serious about that. Dude. I felt that. That was some passion behind that speech.
Mm-hmm. Some serious depression.
Yep. I'm really glad you found that channel, dude.
It's so good.
Like those are my.
What was the other one? The Just Relax one?
Yeah, he's like, just relax, and that other dude just pops up out of the fucking closet. Like, what the fuck are you doing in the closet, dude? That one was weird too. And then like he had the baby of the alien baby.
Yeah.
It was kind of Matrixy. It reminded me of the alien that went, or the thing that went in their stomach.
When he came back, he's like, "What did you see?"
Yep. What did you see? What did you see? What was it? It was fucking crazy. But channels like that are another reason. Like my interest is still peaked in YouTube. Like.
Oh. What about Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
what's
Don't
gonna
Hug
happen when they're making another one?
Well, they were supposed to. It's been almost a fucking year.
Well, it takes them forever just to make a one.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So what if they're working on like the whole thing and they're just gonna drop it like Netflix series?
Maybe. I don't know.
Or maybe they haven't gotten the funding yet.
I don't know. I feel like they would have some pretty big backing. You know, or Salad Fingers. You know,
Right?
That's a great one. I don't even know who that artist is right now. Like I can't remember who it is, but I just know Salad Fingers and the Rusty Spoons. These rusty spoons. Like that dude is weird as fuck.
Right?
But any of those, like there's just the weirdest shit. The other YouTube channel that you showed me, what was the name of it with Coach and the dancing? And
Anonymous?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. That shit is dope.
That shit's really good. I love his channel.
Yeah.
What was it? The Rule Breaker? That was like one of my favorite videos.
Yep.
I cosplayed as that.
Yeah, I remember.
That was good.
I saw that. Speaking of cosplay, when is Comic-Con again?
Comic-Con here?
Yeah, of course.
May, I think.
Okay, well, there's a con
I'm gonna
coming
look
up.
into that. I know Detour is April 3rd. Anime Detour is April 3rd.
Okay, so do you already got your shit, or is it coming on
I'm gonna
sale
be
soon?
registering pretty soon here. Yeah.
How much is it for registration?
$50 for adults, $40 for minors, which is pretty much their code for kids that are over 13, and then I think it's like $35 for kids.
Okay, so I should go to that. You should come with me on my birthday.
Where are you going?
The tattoo convention.
It'd be dope. Where's that at?
The convention center in Minneapolis.
How many days is it? Just the one?
I know it's on my birthday, the 10th of January, which is on a Friday. Can you believe it? My birthday finally lands on a fucking weekend. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I've ever thanked you for showing up for my first birthday party.
I helped plan that shit.
I know I hated you guys. I was like, you and Jamie and everybody else, like all y'all conniving ass motherfuckers. Everybody's like, "Are you really mad?" I'm like, "Yeah, I can't trust you guys. You kept a secret from me for how long?"
Yeah, it's May 16th, I think it is.
Let me ask you guys that. Like, if somebody kept a secret from you and just straight lied to your face.
It's not a lie.
They omitted the truth and lied to my face.
How did I lie?
Okay, just listen. By not telling me anything and letting me go on being a pissy fucking asshole that whole fucking time. And when my birthday came and I
Oh,
knew
and we were helping you move in. So it was like extra stress.
Dude, it fucking sucked. Right? And next thing you know, there's a birthday party here. And I was like, that was really cool. My first party. This is my first birthday party ever. I'm like fucking 30-something years old at the time. Was that last year? It was the year before.
Oh, yeah. You've been here 2 years now.
Yeah,
almost.
The year before.
Almost.
So, yeah, I was 34. My first birthday party. That shit was dope. I mean, I think I had a birthday party when I was a little kid because I remember getting little plastic bowling pins and shit when I was like 4 or 3 in Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
But beyond that, I didn't really have much of a birthday party going on because it was always shit. You know what I did for my golden birthday, dude? It sounds really sappy. Now I sound like a fucking pity party. Boo-hoo! I got fucking 4 muffins from Cup Foods. My parents weren't there.
You told me about that?
Yep, that's what I got for my fucking birthday. For my golden birthday. Happy 10th birthday. I got fucking muffins.
I would have ran away from home.
It's okay.
I'm glad my golden birthday was when I was 21.
Right.
Because I got to choose what I got to do.
I remember getting fucked up.
Oh, we got so fucked up. I remember I busted up my hand on them train tracks. Yep. So I had to keep something cold in my hand the whole day.
Yep.
This is beer.
Yep.
I got fucked up.
Yeah.
So fucked up.
So
I'm glad they didn't have digital cameras then.
I wish we did.
Because Chris and them kept kicking in the door when I was in the basement poonging, and they had them fucking disposable Kodak cameras.
Yeah,
and I was like, for what purpose?
Yeah, I was just going to say, I remember all the disposable Kodak pictures and shit that we had. There's a lot. I don't know what happened to the history. Like those pictures specifically.
Chris got them.
He's probably jerking it to him. I know this birthday, though, I'm doing at least the convention. I'm going to get fucked up. Like, I might get drunk. I'm going to get high as shit.
I might be able to request that day off.
Hold up. Let's just take 1 second to realize how crazy this motherfucker looks. Then again, I guess everybody looks crazy in a freeze frame. Back to the podcast. You should. I would if I were you.
Because, the first weekend of January, Rowena's coming into town.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be off that whole weekend. So it might be a tough one to grab. But
all right, well, you going to miss out because I'm doing mushrooms that weekend. Man. Yep. That's my birthday. I ain't moving shit for nothing.
All right, then. I'll put in the time off request and see what happens.
All right, dude. Don't let me know.
Andrew, I hope you're listening to this podcast right now because I got plans on the 10th.
Okay. Well, let me know. I'm trying to get Terrence to come over. Because really, I want to go get a tattoo. I want to get fucking high as fuck. I want to go eat something.
How much do you think they charge you for tattoos?
I don't know. Well, it's because Sam, I don't know if you remember Sam from AA Tattoos.
Right.
He was a featured artist there a couple of times. I don't know if he's still going to be, but maybe we can like flash him. Hey, I remember I used to be your friend.
Remember that one time, or maybe like few times we hung out.
Yeah. But at least I want to go maybe get a tattoo there. If not, at least look at some art. Look at the hot chicks with tattoos. And maybe like eat something there. But really, I just want to go there, experience the tattoo convention, possibly get a tattoo. Like I said, get high, trip.
There?
Why not?
Because life will be so hard.
Could you imagine?
You didn't want me to go down the street to the fucking corner store the last time we tripped in here.
That's true. But the way that was a different trip. We didn't start off there. Like, if we start off there, like, whoa, give me sunglasses. Because that's my biggest problem. I was like, there's something about the eyes that say you're fucked up on mushrooms. And it feels like the whole world knows it. I say, what is wrong with these people? Yeah. So yeah, I would if I were you, if you wanted to hang out and do all that cool shit with me, would be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Have my fucking longtime friend there. I would have Matt there, but I'm pretty sure Matt can't make it because he's got a wife and kids and lives way the fuck out of town.
That's a mistake.
And he's so busy.
Living out of town. Well,
kind of and kind of not. Like living way out of town is kind of inconvenient for him because he has to go for long ways for work. But like living in town is kind of a pain in the ass sometimes.
I like living in town.
Yeah,
I don't think I could live way far out.
Eventually that's where I want to move when all my friends die, when you die, and like all my old people, like everybody I know dies, and I got nobody to come visit me anyway. Fuck it, I'm gonna go move out in the woods. And then when I live out there and get so old that I can't take care of myself, somebody's just going to have to find me.
Right.
I might be sitting in my chair dead, or in front of a fireplace dead, or at the kitchen sink dead.
I do entertain the thought of living out in the woods and just like having nobody around.
Bro, remember
but
that?
Like, I'd have to be set for life, or at least know how to survive out in that motherfucker.
Do you remember back in 1997 when we got that Black Belt magazine and when we saw the ad in there for the cats
train in the woods,
in the
like Ken and Ryu style.
Yep,
like
and for 3 years, and the first year was like you couldn't leave the premises; you had to stay there. And they had like all that.
I still want to do it.
They still had the water. They had the waterfall training and
Yep.
shit. Remember that?
I still want to do it.
Oh, dude,
is it too late? Are we too old?
Honestly, I think because it was like just before the wave broke and went back on martial arts. Before, like, when Kung Fu and everything was still legit. Like, everybody thought that worked. And, like, ninjutsu and shit. Now everybody knows, like, all the traditional martial arts don't really work very well. So I think we would have been, like, thinking we're the baddest ass motherfuckers. And we might get fucked up. But
I still want to do it, though.
Honestly, because they had hard body training. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
So they would have been beating us with rods and desensitizing shit. We would have been, like, hardcore knuckles and shit. I feel like we would have... I'm not saying, like, it's not. Like, look at Wonder Boy Thompson. There's like, a lot of traditional martial artists that are kicking ass. But, like, if you're doing, like, Kung Fu, like, I've never seen any Kung Fu work yet. Not once. Not even once.
It's too flashy.
Not even once.
Kung Fu only works against Kung Fu.
Like, the only thing that I would think that would work, that I've seen work, is, like, some Jeet Kune Do shit, you know, where you're trapping and throw a punch.
Mm-hmm.
But I've seen people get fucked up trying to do that shit, too. So... I don't know. I know what works. Boxing, wrestling, and submissions. Like, everything else kind of works. Like, if you're really good at it and you've been doing it for a while, then yeah, it works. Like I said, Wonder Boy Thompson, straight karate, knocking motherfuckers out. Machida, straight karate, knocking people out. There's that one guy, Yair Rodriguez, Taekwondo, fucking, what's his name?
What's that one girl that debuted on DAZN a while back? Straight Taekwondo.
Yep.
She was kicking the shit out of that, bro.
Yep.
Just fucked her up. And then so she got on the ground, she got down on top of her, was chopping her up.
Yep. Yep, people are, I mean, it's something that's doable. That's why I like another YouTube channel called Mind Smash, or there's another one that's just like that, but they talk about like the technique and like how it's used in this. He talks about the Dempsey roll and Ipo, like, on there. He's got like a whole episode about Ipo.
That's crazy.
Yep. It's fucking dope.
Did you ever see that video on YouTube of the dude dressed up as Ryu using like legit karate to like destroy a car?
Yeah.
Like the Street Fighter bonus stage?
Yep. Yeah.
That was really good.
Yeah, I seen that one. It reminds me of the Something Dojo, the one where the dude was doing the 100 ball shots.
Restomp the groin.
Restomp the groin. God, what was that channel? Because I kind of wanted to talk about that one for a second. Buy my book. Restomp the groin.
Oh, what about Andrew Bowser?
Andrew Bowser. Bowser Vids?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, dude, I haven't seen him in a while.
That guy's hilarious.
I actually, I haven't seen his channel in a little while. Like, last thing I knew, he was doing commercials on there. And I subscribe to him. I just don't...
I haven't seen anything recent either.
I haven't...
I don't know.
Holes
are cool.
Though I legit thought that was a real newscast.
For like the longest time.
I was kind of disappointed to find out it wasn't.
He said, he was like, choke me, Devil Daddy, choke me.
That had to have been like one of the greatest lines he's ever done. Or the Devil Daddy or whatever he said. When he was doing the commercials with the devil or with that ugly monster thing. God, I can't remember it now. That sounds...
Oh, Monster Boss?
Yeah.
It's like, I wish you would, Monster Boss. I wish you would.
That dude cracks me up, man. But yeah, and YouTube is like a really great place, and I don't want it to change very much.
It's gonna change.
Though, you know what my favorite shit is?
Major way
is to look online or look on there for like the weird fucking videos, like not the ones that are intentionally weird or whatever, but like the ones where it's like somebody walking down the sidewalk and they see somebody laying down in a field,
right,
like gurgling blood and shit, and then they say okay, and they just keep on walking. Or like the what the fuck videos, like what the fuck is that? What the fuck was that? Or what the fuck is what the fuck? That's just the weirdest shit on there. It's like it's.
What about a child introduced me to this video or to this channel. What was it called? I think you know about this dude. Lieutenant Lick Me, I think is what it's called.
Lieutenant Lick Me.
He's like a supposed hacker that like hits people up on game chats and like, or like he'll like find out their phone numbers and like he'll call them up and like he'll like hack into their shit, shut off their lights, try to use scare tactics to get them to change their ways, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I know tons of kids that have been watching that shit. I think one of the kids here had, when I was talking to them about it, had said something about being familiar with it. So what's gonna happen to channels like that?
Oh, right.
How many adults are really watching that shit and buying it? You know what I mean?
I just now looked it up, and okay, I'm just looking at the thumbnails.
For which channel?
Lieutenant Lick Me.
Okay.
So it looks like it's kind of aimed at older kids, like 13 plus. Not like children.
How old do you have to be considered a viewer where those channels can monetize?
Right. Honestly, I think 13.
Because they don't mention it in anything that I've read.
I think 13.
You gotta be like, what, 13 to get a Facebook?
Well, because that's what I remember reading
or
in
like
their guidelines or some shit. It was like something with 13. So like once they're 13, they're no longer considered like children.
They're considered money.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
If I was still smoking a cigarette, I'd blow a $sign like that dude on the Flintstones.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Next thing you know, you're gonna be making menthol cigarettes for kids.
Nah, I'd switch the game up, man. I'd make my shit like grape flavored or something.
Right. That's what I would do. You remember cloves?
Yeah.
Yep. It's just
tons of kids in high school smoked them nasty ass things.
Yep. I smoked a little bit of them. I mean, because you get them from India Bazaar.
Mm-hmm.
That place is gone now. But yeah. But YouTube is a great place to learn shit, dude. You know how many things I've learned to fucking fix or make or do?
Right.
You know, some of the most fantastic shit in the world is like, I want to be those Indian dudes, man, or those fucking guys in the loincloths and shit, running around making fucking swimming pools underground and like tree houses and shit like that.
Yeah,
that shit looks fun.
Like man. That one guy that spent like a month in the jungle. No, it was like a year in the jungle, like building like houses and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
like wood.
Yeah. But there's like, was it primitive technology and shit?
Yeah.
Like dudes making like clay shingles and shit for his roof that he made in the jungle, like his house.
Mm-hmm.
So this is the dopest shit ever. Or people who are learning how, like, that's how I learned. That's why I got all those iron ingots from, or those ore, all that iron ores, because I learned how to find iron ore off of YouTube.
Nice.
And now I got a bunch of iron ore that I'm trying to crush up and go poison the earth somewhere when I smelt it.
You've thought about building a forge out back?
Yeah, but I don't want to. Like it makes a lot of toxic shit.
Does it?
Yeah, like there's a lot of fumes and shit released into the fucking atmosphere.
So why do people still blacksmith?
Because we need metal. This is
Do we?
Yes. Otherwise, people's teeth would be crooked still.
That's true. That is true. Can't have no plastic braces. No, actually, you can now.
Now they do. Yeah, the Invisalign, which I'm pretty sure comes from a steel mold.
Probably.
Like, yeah.
Because molding plastic from plastic would probably be uncomfortable.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting how they did that now. Like, it saves a lot of people's lips from getting shredded. You know how many kids I've punched in the mouth with braces and my knuckles got ripped open and their lips got shredded open?
There's probably some guy on the other side of the country who's like, you know how many people whose like entire fronts I've knocked out wearing them Invisaligns? Right. One punch, bro. Boop. First try.
Oh, dude. On YouTube, I saw just yesterday a dude pull up to a gas station, and he pulled up behind this car that was at a gas station. They must have did something to piss him off, because he got out, and the two people got out of the car. They walked around in the back, and they're sitting in front of this dude, and one guy walks up next to him, and they're just standing like next to each other talking to this dude, and a dude throws one punch and knocks both of them out.
That's intense.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, and knocks out two people with one punch. I've never seen some shit like that.
Dude, YouTube fights, like all the fucking fight videos and shit, you think those are going to be unaffected?
No. I don't, because it's obviously not for kids. That's violence.
Kids be watching violent shit all the time.
Yeah, but I think there's a lot more adults that watch those fights, because like all the guys, like the people at where I work, they do that. Like, they watch those types of videos. They, the shit that your dad sends you with like dude getting shot in the head and like all that fucked up shit.
Right.
They watch all that shit over there, and I'm like, okay. I watched a video of. And then they're all like kind of disgusted and kind of laughing at the video, like, what the fuck? Right. And I go and look, and I only hear sloshing and people laughing in the video too. And I look, and it's like this 13-year-old Mexican kid with a pickaxe fucking slamming it into this big giant hole inside of somebody's head. And he's picking his body up and doing it like over and over. Get the fuck out of here. And all the Mexican people in there are laughing and giggling and shit. Like, it's like no big deal. And these white dudes are talking about like getting ready for war, like how they would have to handle them and this. I'm like, but they're ready. Like, obviously they're laughing at this type of shit. You think they're gonna give two fucks or have heart at any moment when it comes to fighting? I was like, you're dealing with Aztec blood, bro. It's just crazy. But yeah, I'm like, you guys are talking about like your families and this, that, and the other thing, and just being not like, you're living your lives like regularly, and this is what they're going through regularly, and you think you're gonna be prepared to handle that shit. Mm-hmm. I was like, you're gonna have PTSD if you make it. Then we're gonna have Sunday dinner and then go back to slapping somebody in the head with a fucking pickaxe. Oh man, you remember that the video though where the dude got shot in the head with the chick who grabbed the gun?
Oh man, that shit was all over Facebook.
Dude, that dude lived.
No way.
He's alive.
That's crazy.
Yep,
I thought that dude was dead.
Yeah, me too. He's like
certain
blood pouring out of his head, like fucking.
Man, she was so dumb with that gun though, man. Like, she's just sitting there fucking around with it, pointing it at motherfuckers,
pointing it at his head.
Yeah,
and then shoots him. Like, bitch.
That's why you can't just give any old person a gun, man.
He didn't even know her.
He's just hanging out there.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
He's alive?
Yeah, he's alive. Probably learning how to open his mouth properly.
So you think she went to jail?
I do know that that's something that kind of happened. I know she went to jail. They caught her right away and everything. But I know it was like accidental because it was really stupid in the first place. It was obviously accidental, but it's like the dumbest mistake that you can make with a gun, like swinging it around.
I bet you she's never touching a gun ever again.
I bet you not. She's lucky he ain't dead. She changed his life forever though, because he ain't gonna be the same person.
Nope.
It
go into his brain at all?
Yeah, it went straight through his fucking. Going right here. Yeah, it was. He's fucking he is fucking fucked up. He is not the same dude. He is like obviously mentally fucking handicapped.
Hamburgers, eggs, and bacon, man.
Yep. Egg, salami, bacon. Yeah, it's fucked up.
It is.
But those dudes watch videos like that and like, so like fights. They're watching all these fight videos, and I mentioned fights. Like I talk about this one bitch. You're like, you know this bitch. She's like, something now, bitch. Hit me now, bitch, or fight me now, bitch, or whip my ass. Whip my ass.
Oh yeah, whip my ass. Whip my ass. Whip my ass, bitch. You talking all that shit before? Whip my ass.
Yeah, she was fucking her up,
slapping that broad around.
That body slam. That suplex on the curb. Oh man, she fucked her world up.
Remember the two girls that were fighting, and one girl's like, "Stop pulling my hair.
Yeah.
Don't hit my face."
It's a fight,
and then
bitch.
And then the girl that said, "It's a fight, bitch," she's talking about she's gonna go get her gun,
yeah.
And she was talking about a BB gun. But then before she even made it into the house, old girl tried to chase her, and she took the shovel.
Yep. She tried to run away. She caught her.
Dink! Right in the back of the head.
That's all I remember hearing to see it.
Dude, I think we have a meme of that up on our channel. If not, it's on Facebook for certain.
All I know is, like, you took it to her house. You better expect some extra shit. Should have caught her in the street. You know what I mean? That shovel wouldn't have been there.
Mm-mm.
Those rules wouldn't have been there.
Nope.
She had rules. You know what I mean? You're on my property. My house. I love that. She said, she hit her with the shovel. She said, my house. Oh, it's awesome.
It's crazy how bold people get once you hit somebody in the head with a shovel.
Right.
Oh, aside from YouTube, were you at that party when that one girl hit another girl in the back of the head with a Jack Daniels bottle?
Was it at the
house? Not the House of Knives.
One on Lindale?
The Fortress of Justice.
Fortress of Justice. Yeah, I was. Yep, that happened in the kitchen, right?
Yep.
Yeah, right by
the dining room. It was in the dining room.
Between the.
It was like right by that front entrance. Cause
yeah.
I was standing in the front entrance talking to that girl.
Yeah, I remember.
Her friend opened the door and was like, "So and so's band is playing. Hurry up!" And then the girl I was talking to was like, "Okay, I'll be there in a minute." And then when the door shut, old girl next to me was like, she was drunk as fuck, by the way. Like, me and her were taking shots out of her purse. She had this fucking liter of Jack in her purse, and she's like, "I don't like that bitch." And I was like, "Oh, that's too bad." And she's like, my right-handed guy, she goes, "Will you help her hurt me?" Just that drunk. That's how drunk she was. And I was like, "What?" And then she was like, boom, kicks in the door, walks in, pulls the ball of Jack out, taps little girl on the shoulder. She says, "Huh?" Bing!
I didn't even see that part. I came up when the ruckus was going on.
Here's the best part. So she clocks her in the head with the bottle, and she doesn't hit the floor or nothing like that. She's just stunned. But it gave old girl with the bottle enough time to drop the shit and go, "Yeah!" Like she accomplished some great thing. And in mid-celebration, old girl recovered and grabbed bitch by the ponytail and pulled her back. And she hit her head on the corner of the table, like right here. Just boom. And when she fell over, she just got wailed on until everybody was like, because I'm sitting there like, I got a front row seat. Do I stop it or do I enjoy this UFC shit that's happening in front of me? And that's when everybody else came and ran in and broke up the fight.
Yep.
That was wild.
Yep. White bitches. Be carrying around whole bottles of Jack in their purse.
Well, yeah, we'll just close it up, man. We had a good talk. Still don't know what's going on with the future of YouTube, but we're going to enjoy this roller coaster ride and see what happens.
Right, dude. Right. Next time we should talk a little bit more about some other shit we find on YouTube, because there's like a lot of shit.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's some gems in there.
Right. Well, all right, cool. Well, you down to stop this podcast?
Let's do it up, man.
All right, then.
Well, thanks for watching.
Peace.
As always,
peace.
Stay in school.
Peace.
Peace.
Come up on top with our own YouTube. It'll be MeTube.
It'll be iTube.
iTube. UsTube.
TheyTube.
TheyTube.
WeTube.
WeTube. No. ThemTube.